If you live in Antarctica and you're watching this video, you might have watched the History Channel's product, Missing in Alaska, a triangle that many people go missing in. Although the only part of the product I have watched on YouTube on the History Channel is the Lake Iliana monster, because I was quite interested in a shark-like creature being sighted in the lake. I haven't watched any of the other ones because the other ones I haven't clicked on it, but you know those little squares on YouTube, and when you click on it, you watch the video. It just looks so fake just from the look on the cover. One of them under that said zombies. Zombies aren't real because the Bible says. So that's an X'd out theory. But the Lake Iliana monster is very convincing for me. I'm not convinced it's a monster of any type, neither that it's some extinct megalodon in the lake, because the megalodon was about 50 feet. That lake is hundreds of feet, but such small creatures in the lake can't feed a ginormous creature. On the History Channel's video of Lake Iliana monster, they saw the shape, the airplane that was in the sky looked down, and they caught on the video. They saw the shape of the giant fish behind the boat from up high in the plane, and yeah. And it seems to resemble a shark shape. You couldn't see flippers, but there was just a hint that it was a shark. And one interview on the person in the video that had witnessed the Lake Iliana monster said that it was like a ghostly like fin. And one man that was a witness to the Lake Iliana monster said said he put his paddle in the water, took it out, and there was a white mark left on it. And in the end, one man's theory that was on the boat, his theory was that, if you want to know why the first witness said that the fin was quite transparent, like a ghost, although ghosts aren't real, maybe that's because some animals have conditions where they are transparent, like an electric eel, for example, and jellyfish, very transparent, right? Because you can see their insides. And that could be just why they could see the shark from above and not below. Maybe the water was murky, but it was quite blue. So that's probably because counter shading. The creature might be transparent, and it also might have counter shading and electroreceptance, knowing what's there. When the diver went in, since it probably had counter shading, the people on the boat couldn't see it. The plane could see it because from above you can notice darker shapes. And also, since one witness said the fin was quite transparent looking, it could have the condition of transparent skin, and also it might have echolocation, knowing where things are. Since it disappears so fast on the radar, that's probably because it has transparent conditions, and it might have echolocation, knowing where things are. Another theory about how it knew where the boat was, so it was transparent, so it used its counter shading, but the plane could see it because it could recognize bigger and darker shapes from the water. Probably it's and seals, it probably follows the migration pattern of the seals. The Lake Iliana monster. Why would a creature eat seals? Why would it have counter shading and maybe electric receptors? maybe, just maybe, it's a great white shark. Great white shark matches those characteristics, but there is one characteristic that the great white shark is using: transparent conditions. It doesn't have that condition. Maybe it's that when one of the witnesses of the Lake Iliana monster saw the. Let me show you a model of a great white shark to try and understand what I'm saying. It's under my megalodon model. Here's a great white shark. If you look under, she could have been seeing the underside of the. She could be mistaking one of the flippers. It could have been a dead Iliana Lake monster, because it was flipped over. She saw it from this side, which makes it look like it's a whitish color, and that's why it looked so transparent, because that's a white, and that fits. Then when you look up, the shape was quite bigger, and when the plane footage, the shape was bigger than a great white shark. It was much fatter, not fatter, but like bigger looking and longer than a great white shark. Maybe like a couple 40, 30 feet. And I can explain that as well. Some great white sharks have a condition where they're bigger than normal great white sharks. Great white sharks. And since the creature, the Lake Iliana monster, probably follows the migration of seals, so do great white sharks. Great white sharks' normal food source is seals, and the Lake Iliana monster also likes seals, and it has a white, and some parts of it are white. And if you're wondering, then why was the shape in the water so black looking, I can explain that too. Some great white sharks have a condition where their skin is much darker than a normal gray light color. So I'm coming to the conclusion where I have to say the creature is a great white shark. Yes, guys, it's a great white shark. But there is another possibility. But it's an X'd out possibility, because the possibility, some people think it's a possibility, but when I look at it, it's not. It can't be a possibility. The sleeper shark. Well, the sleeper shark is not very aggressive. The sleeper shark barely eats seals. It doesn't eat seals that much. Besides, the footage from the plane, it was a much bigger shark, but the sleeper shark is super. It's like about 2 feet, and the plane footage, it was about 40 feet. So the sleeper shark is not a possibility of being what it is. And another possibility is a bull shark. Bull sharks do have counter shading, and all sharks, or most sharks, have electric reception, or I forget the name a lot, something like that name. And bull sharks can have the condition of darker skin and bigger body. So, and bull sharks can also go in freshwater lakes like Iliana Lake. And if you're wondering, how do bull sharks even get into lakes that are freshwater? Bull sharks can get into freshwater lakes or saltwater, and that lake is connected to the ocean, which makes a saltwater path to that lake. So the Lake Iliana monster could be just a bull shark, or a lost great white shark that has evolved to live in Lake Iliana without using salt water. So basically, if you're disappointed, I'm not disappointed, because I know the Lake Iliana monster is not a big monster fish. I've always knew it was a shark. So yeah, don't be disappointed, because the only thing it could be is a shark. So I've come to the I came to the conclusion that the Lake Iliana monster is a shark.